Today, we're trying paint pouring.
Some assembly required.
Hello, welcome, or welcome back. So today, we're going to try paint pouring on different figurines. We've seen people do that on the internet, on those like vinyl bears mostly, but we decided to go a different route. Here are our thrift store treasures. Ooh, we're hoping that we can get these bows off. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, it's just... Is it hot glue?
Yeah.
It's hot glue.
How did you get that off?
I peeled it. Mine was easy. So we're gonna do that and then give them a little sand because they're so shiny. I feel like we need to rough that up. We will be doing that outside because nothing about this is telling me non-toxic. And then we'll come back to give everything a nice gesso. Hopefully that will make the paint stick. We'll see. It's an experiment. It's always an experiment. I'm gonna go muscle this off now. Here they are. I'm not sure how much good the sanding has done, but we're gonna try gessoing them anyway. And just in case all of the paint just flies off these and doesn't stick at all, we have printed two cute little bunnies on our 3D printer. So at least something is going to work. It may or may not be these as well, but I know the gesso sticks to these and then paint will stick to the gesso. I've tested that. So I'm gonna crack open the gesso and we will just get started a little gesso painting assembly line. It's gonna be awesome. Now for the moment of truth.
Will it stick? Yeah.
It doesn't like definitely not stick. So that's nice. All right, that's one coat on everybody. I think the plastic bunnies should be fine. I don't think that they need anything else. We might add a thin little coat if there's anything patchy. The kitties are gonna at least need one more, maybe two. And then probably the bunnies too. So a couple more coats and then we'll see how they look all ready to be poured on. Awesome. Everybody is gessoed and dry. I think we're gonna try to start with the kitties.
Yeah.
Just seems like a good place to start. Now, what I noticed is that when we saw it online, people were having trouble getting into all the little spaces. So maybe we hold it, pour the irritating spaces, like under the chin and inside the gap there, and then pour it and see what happens. We have never done this before, so I don't know how it's going to work. I found these little trays and some soup cans because I think it'll be easier to peel this off just a little bit of paint in the top of a soup can rather than a whole puddle of paint at the bottom of the whole tray. This may be a poor choice. I don't know. I'm really not sure at all. So let me show you the paints that we got. We got spin, drip, pour. I don't know. It's pour, like paint with pouring medium mixed in. So we got pink and white and yellow. And then we also got some shiny colors. We got a shiny, like a shimmery gold and a
kind of shiny, like teal.
Kind of a, yeah, like a pearlescent teal color. Yeah, I thought of a word. We also have these little pour cups. I don't know if just one pour cup is going to be enough for one of these. No idea. It doesn't seem like it, but it's possible. So let's think about what colors we want and then we can pour. And we're just filling up our little pouring cup. We picked the 4 for this one, so we'll see how that goes.
Yes, we have white, blue, gold, and yellow.
Yeah, and here goes absolutely nothing. I will tell you it's hard to pick this up. Okay, got it. All right, now, unfortunately, I don't think you're gonna be able to see. That's all right, we'll get some better shots. Oh dear.
Where are the other colors? Oh, there they are.
Okay, there's the bottom. I'll just stand. This is terrifying. There's the neck.
And then put it down, quick.
Okay, and now, hopefully this will be beautiful. Oh, well. So you can see his face. I don't know if that'll be a good thing or a bad thing. Whee! This is satisfying.
Oh my god, it looks so cool.
Going down his neck? Kinda. Is it going on his face? Kinda.
I mean, you kind of need to do it. Yeah, there we go.
Dump a bunch. Whee!
It looks so fun.
It's almost your turn.
You know what? We'll see. There's only
Oh, okay.
a tiny little bit.
Okay, so we'll just add a little smidge more.
Tiny little bit. Okay.
All right. Now, how am I gonna get this? I don't know. It's not easy.
There you go. Did you get it?
Get the bits. Oh my
Okay,
god!
got it. Now there's some over here.
Yes.
Drowned it in yellow.
Okay, double checking. I think that is actual white. Okay.
Oh, you missed some here too. I only just noticed that.
Okay. Here's what I've learned. Do the whole entire bottom. Just get yourself painty. Then pour it over the top. Like the whole bottom. Here's another piece that I didn't get. Get the whole thing.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I think these are going to be awesome.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Mostly.
My strategy for my little plastic bunny is, well, first I'm going to try using 3 colors. And then secondarily, I'm going to try to pretty much paint everything that I can while I'm still holding him up. Because I just don't like having to try to find all those little holes. And let's see how that works. Okay, here's everybody. We're gonna let them dry and see what they look like in the morning. It's the next day. I believe that all of the creatures are dry, definitely still wet in the pans, but I have a little tray and we'll put some kind of skewers or chopsticks or something in the bottom. Then we'll try to take these guys off their little stands, and I assume they're still going to be a little bit wet on their feet, and then they can dry a little bit balanced on something higher. I don't know. It probably would be great to build some sort of a drying rack or like a draining kind of a situation for these, but we didn't. So I will try to set that up and we're gonna try to peel these guys off. Okay, I'm still not mentally ready for this, but I think we have everything that we need. So I've put some chopsticks in the bottom of this extra tin. In theory, they'll be able to kind of stand on the chopsticks, and if anything else is wet on their feet, it will just run down and they can dry and not stick to anything and be stuck forever. I don't know. Let's find out.
You can do yours first.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, it's a little stuck on the bottom, but not too much. Ooh. Then I'm gonna just try to peel this off carefully. It's weird.
What if you like kind of just try to like break it a little bit so it doesn't keep pulling the entire thing?
Yeah. And then the other thing I was thinking is if we had like a little X-Acto knife, maybe give it a little slice.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, I'm worried that the paint snot is going to like rip up his leg, and I think that he wouldn't like that. So
yeah.
Just trying to... Okay.
Oh my god.
That's harder than you would have thought. Okay, I got it.
He's free.
One. Yeah, okay. So the feet are not beautiful, but they're also a little bit wet. I'm gonna let him stand on his little sticks.
Yeah, and then once he's completely dry, we could like maybe fix his feet a little.
Yeah, when he's totally dry, we should be able to trim a little bit better. I just feel like if some air can get in there, that might be a better way to dry it.
Okay, now should we do mine?
Yeah, so let's keep doing them.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! He's free. Okay, now stand with your friend.
Nice. Now we're gonna just, it's the same thing for all of them. We're gonna do the rest and then we'll be right back. Okay, I think that we did a pretty good job freeing everybody. They all have a little bit of paint frilling around their feet, so we're gonna let them dry another couple hours and then maybe try to clean them up around the bottom. So we'll come back for that. I mean, even if they don't clean up very well, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could probably paint some kind of a varnish around the bottom, which would stick it all down. I think that they are pretty cool anyway. I am pretty happy with how the paint pouring turned out. I think they look awesome. So we'll just let them dry and see if we can neaten them up a little bit and see how they turn out. Ta-da! They look really cool.
They turned out so cute.
And I think we managed to sort of squish them around a little bit, like kind of shove this extra part in so that it just rolls under a little. It's probably fine like that. However, I will try with my plastic one just to maybe trim a little. I think I'm gonna try to find a little tiny scissor and then just kind of give him a little trim around the edges. He's fine the way he is. Yes, I am. But, you know, we'll trim his extra bit just so you can see what it looks like. Let me find some tiny scissors. All right, I'm ready. I've got these little thread snippers that I never use because I just use scissors. So I'm just gonna kind of pinch it, give it a trimmy trim.
seems to be working.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of extra paint ruffles around his feet, so it's fine. You could also use kind of an X-Acto blade. Not bad. And then when we spray it with varnish later, because I want them to be thoroughly 100% dry, so I'm going to leave them for a minute so they're not even tacky anymore. I don't know, they might still be tacky forever. This kind of paint might never dry, but I want to give them some good time to really cure as much as they're going to, and then like a light varnish sealing. But after that, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then we were also thinking that maybe after we varnish, we might cut out a little felt to put on the bottom so that if you're putting it on a shelf, it's not gonna stick.
Because it like...
This guy's not too bad. That one's a little stickier. But I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, this was so fun.
This was really fun. We'll take some video so that you can see what their colors actually look like and not the lights. I definitely recommend this. We found the pouring paint all pre-mixed at Michael's. Really, if you just pour it over something shiny and peel it off, that is satisfying too. We've been peeling off our plastic, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So, super recommended.
Yeah.
If you don't have a 3D printer, like many people don't. Thrift store little ceramic figurines work just fine. Like, they're not really peeling off as far as I can tell. I don't know if maybe it was the spectacular sanding and gessoing job that we did. I'd like to think so because it was kind of a pain. But it worked. You're not held back by anything. Except for your desire to pour paint all over something. And who doesn't have that desire? It's fun. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope that you try it, because it's awesome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. New videos come out
every Saturday.
So until the next one, be awesome. I'll see you then. Bye!